Hello everyone and welcome back to Zero Escape 999 where we have taken over the other side of the screen.
So now you can see Junpei's vision, Akane's vision, Junpei's vision.
Figure that way, because it jumps back and forth that way, it's probably a little bit easier for you guys to keep track of whether we're in the future or whatever. Ooh.
Everything's just cray-cray, so.
No, that was not your computer, that was just my controller turning off
Oh.
and needing to be turned back on.
I'm not gonna let you die, I promise. So
You go,
don't worry,
Jumpy.
all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
You've got 6. I mean, really less, because you gotta have time to scan. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him.
At 9.
I mean, they were childhood friends. All right, time to get to work, Junpei.
I'm pretty sure at 9 I didn't think of any of my childhood friends that way.
I don't know what to tell you.
Did you?
You had bad childhood friends is all I'm saying. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way. Okay.
Hey, what are you?
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, all right? Now, let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over the grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Oh, okay. So I think it needs to go 1... No, there's too many 1s. Okay, never mind. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Not likely. Kaido Momoda.
Luminary of the Stars. He's on it.
All right, we got this. Ooh, okay.
So I don't understand.
And then,
Are
it can't be that easy.
Are they putting password at the bottom?
Please enter password. What?
All ice.
Oops.
Backspace up there.
No, I think that's, I was gonna say I thought that was enter.
No.
Oh, I don't understand. What?
Please enter password.
Is it just password? Oh. There's seriously... Oh, there we go. Password.
I don't think this is it.
No, how would we... Password. I'm inputting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put in here?
So we tried all ice. That was my next guess. June?
I don't think so. The screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one. But I can't go back and see it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No? The puzzle. The answer ended up being password. After that was an extra space, the 9th square. Maybe that's the password.
Huh?
I actually don't understand that. Was it seriously just the number 9?
Yes, that's it! Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did.
I feel like an idiot, but that puzzle was
Now
so
I
not
just
done
have
right.
to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
Hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been.
That requires some jazz hands.
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna burn to death, everybody.
Guess that's a plus.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, all strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
Can't quite believe I did that, but I am so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire.
Oh God, now what?
No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Is this a telephone?
Of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hungo had left behind. Alright, so now how do we get out? Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
What?
It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers
The
that show.
door is an 8.
Wait, what?
The door is an 8, right?
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. That's all our numbers.
Uh-huh. So that's what the door is.
Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then door 9. No, that's it. The number on that door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found.
Seek
Seek
a
a way
doorway
out.
that-
Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can trust me on this one or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain,
Quick,
just go.
Verify your numbers on the red. Verify? Who?
Just do it.
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really
Oh my
think this is a
God.
good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Why didn't we just do that to begin with?
Didn't I say last
Yeah.
episode just to scan them all? Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy, time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead.
Okay. I don't really need to hear everyone panting.
Looks like we made it, huh?
Uh-huh. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. I think he's gone insane. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but
Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. Oh no. What happened in the other world? The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
The dead. The dead. Doesn't she need to do that?
Oh, I wonder. I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. His beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. Wait, what? The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. Wait.
Did she not take the bracelet?
I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me
Okay, good.
only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hungo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who'd we'd called 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oh, he was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling staircase to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8.
I don't think I could run and do digital
It
routes.
shouldn't have opened.
Right. I can't sit and do digital route.
I know.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So what about it?
You don't get it? What if
No.
we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21,
I just want to
M
shoot
is
them all.
22.
Can we go back to the incinerator?
O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9, it was
Wasn't
a
a 9
Q.
on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop, don't have time. Come on, legs, there can't be that many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally.
Or panting. But we can say numbers without panting.
Jeez, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost
All right,
there.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're finally here!
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're going to open, and you're going to open now.
Is she waiting for them?
Wait, we're back to Akane vision. Felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace, and not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves.
So if that ship sank.
How are we on the ship?
Uh-huh.
Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone. I wonder if we were in Nevada.
That's what I kept thinking.
It's over.
Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally, air. Gah. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh? I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
You have gotta be shitting me.
It can't be.
This is...
Nevada. I said that a while ago, too. Once they started talking about both buildings, I
Yeah.
thought we
It's
were
the
in
building
Nevada.
in the Nevada desert.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's the desert out there with mountains all around it.
So this is where
Although
the
there's some-
transmitters were, right?
Yes.
Which would make sense. We just transmitted to Akane.
Yep. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? All the bracelets, because they... Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Jumpy.
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind.
Did it just freeze? Oh, no.
Oh, there it goes.
I was going to say, what the hell?
Okay, so I guess that's that was the true ending.
Is there any more to it, or is that just the end of it? Right there.
I have a feeling it's probably the end.
But what happened with Santa and
That's what I
Ace?
was wondering. And they never explained what is going on with Lotus. I really would have liked to have known why she was there, because there was that one girl, yeah, like right there in that picture, that one that looks like
Yeah,
her.
she kind of looks like her.
But she also seems older. I'm wondering, because there's still that one path we didn't take. I'm wondering if that's when you find out more about Lotus.
I don't
But it doesn't
know.
seem like it though. Like, because here they went over everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of confused that they didn't really do anything with Lotus's storyline. Morphogenetic field voice.
I would love to just, that'd be my tagline. Yeah, I did the morphogenic field voice.
So I definitely really enjoyed the story.
Gameplay's a little wonky.
The gameplay, I mean, it was originally a DS game.
Yeah, that's
And for
true.
the most part, like I didn't really feel like it got in the way until towards the end. Where like moving around and looking at things got pretty clunky.
Is there anything else?
Oh, here we go.
Is there anything else?
Come on. Ah, yeah, there we go.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly
How
set.
does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Whoa.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
Did you get into a fight?
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and
Ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless.
or he like
You
fell.
can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Mistakes were made.
I just-
Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
I'm still confused.
Oh shit. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious.
What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling
You
lumps.
couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through a hole in his mouth where a
Oh.
tooth had fallen
Yeah,
out.
I guess I could have.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Oh.
Oh.
The bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the
They
wind.
asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Kicked their ass.
Or got punched himself.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I
Like
do.
Ace. Well, I guess I should say Guitaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut.
Oh, they left us a present.
Oh, his eyes just look empty, no emotion. Looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him
Hey,
anymore.
were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces, I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I
Really?
could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, but if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I could supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
Tape back.
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little
Well, my
nosy.
next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's
Yeah.
the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch up when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. All right, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Sokoru. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Okay. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Back to Akane Vision.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
You know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay.
Interesting.
So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached out my hand and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and I fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
I'll never forget you, I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. ... There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No, no way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
What? Hmm?
It's the mummy chick.
Well, that was not what I expected to see, if I'm being honest. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was.
What?
I'm even more confused now than I was before.
Do any of these games connect? Because I know there's 3 of them.
I don't know. I'm wondering. Well, that was interesting. Is there anything?
Don't forget your towel.
Is the name of the achievement.
I hope they're referencing Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on that. They should be.
A sixth sense of what's to come.
Okay.
All right. I guess that's it.
Yep.
That was neat. I liked it. I thought some of the puzzles towards the end felt a little bit like filler. Like, especially the one room where it took, like, all the old puzzles and had you basically do them again. Mm-hmm. But I really like the story. I didn't feel like, at least the set of puzzles up until you got to, like, the true ending part, I didn't feel like they were, like...
Too terrible.
They weren't too terrible. I didn't feel like they were super obtuse either. Like, you kind of had an idea of what to do. I think that's what kind of got frustrating when we got on the true ending path, doing some of those puzzles. A lot of them, it was like, all right, I know what they, like the pop-up books. It's like, I know what they want us to do with this. I just, like, good luck trying to keep track of where we've been. I still, to this day, don't know what we clicked on to find that last book that we didn't before. The story was really good. I liked the branching endings. I like that they kind of obscured the true ending, like which way to go.
Yeah, that was neat. Fooled you.
They sure did. I liked all the characters.
I did too.
Even the ones that turned out to be evil.
I'd still like to know what's up with Lotus.
Yeah. I was almost leaning towards that whole mummy thing.
I know, but now we saw that Alice is out in the freaking desert, apparently.
Somehow.
But it's just, why was she dressed like that?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it looked like she was part of something to do with the mummies, but whatever.
We'll never know.
Unless there's some connection to the other games.
Yeah.
So anyways,
All right.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it for sure. Definitely will be playing the second one at some point. I don't know if that'll necessarily be the next thing we do,
Might
but
take
definitely.
a break from these for a hot second and try something else.
Yeah, but yeah, it is something I want to come back to.
Oh yeah, we have all 3, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I will push him for it. What?
Who's gonna push who? All right, never mind. That answers that. All right. Anyway, so that's going to do it for us. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.